Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Quick little update video for today. Just wanted to talk about a few things. I'm going to be going over some of the books that I've been reading, just a quick overview of them, and then some quick updates on the crypto market, primarily the Richard Hart HEX ecosystem. So to start, I just finished this book, The Lost City of the Monkey God. I thought it was really good. And just a quick summary, it's about an expedition they recently took, I think in 2016, to Honduras in the really dense part of the rainforest there, looking for one of the last lost civilizations on Earth. And they used LiDAR from helicopters to pinpoint the location in the dense jungle. Very dangerous, lots of poisonous snakes and perilous things. And I thought it was a really good tale. Short book, about 300 pages. And this happened in recent times, 2016. I'm not going to spoil it at the end, but at the end, pretty interesting what happens to everybody. Lost City of the Monkey God. Another one that I've been reading, The Obstacle's the Way. This is by Ryan Holiday. Some Stoic philosophy things. It's a short read, about 180 pages. He kind of goes over very, very short stories and examples of, people of the past: Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, Marcus Aurelius, just different figures and kind of their thoughts and processes, and applying like Stoic philosophy to them that you could apply to your everyday life. The Obstacle is the Way. And currently still reading this one, The Richest Man in Babylon. Very interesting. An old book. Another short read, I think 200 pages, something like that. And Babylon was the richest city during its time for a very, very long time. Everybody was wealthy for a long time. And this tells stories of how everybody became wealthy in Babylon and the tips and tricks that they learned and used to acquire wealth and maintain the wealth, which you could still apply today. So I'm still reading this one, but so far very good. So, cryptocurrency update, current market update. I try not to give too much advice on crypto, because the truth is that you really never know for sure. Nothing is ever guaranteed. There's lots of risk in the markets, and you have to do your own research and be comfortable with your own investments. So anything that I do say here, it's not financial advice. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm no expert. I'm actually wrong a lot. But this bear market has been brutal. This has been the longest bear market in crypto history, which does make sense with cycles extending over time. One takeaway from all this is that no narrative could ever withhold the bear market. Ever. It doesn't matter what kind of narrative you have going on. The best move is to always be out of the bear market, because most of your gains will evaporate. So if you would have did 2 years ago, sold, went into cash, stayed out of the markets for 2 years, 2.5, you'd be sitting fine. But who has that kind of self-discipline and patience and foresight and vision? It's very, very hard. Very, very hard. And a lot of just with the market psychology and resisting temptation to rebuy back in. But we can now see that it looks like the markets have bottomed. Been watching the GBTC discounted premium that Richard Hart pointed out a long time ago. It's at about minus 5% discount still. So we're almost getting into the premium zone, which I think we're right at the tail end of the bear market here. Now, with regards to Richard Heart ecosystem, it's been brutal. It's been brutal. Things have been generally going down now since September of 2021, which is about 2 years and 4 months. Been shaking out a lot of sellers, things like that, which is normal. HEX went up a lot. Went up a lot in price. So these kind of things happen. You know, the markets are very irrational. Just when you think it can't go up anymore, it goes up more. And then when you think, wow, this has to be the top, there's no way, then it goes up even more. And it keeps going. And the same goes for the downside. Same goes for the downside. So everything in crypto is narratives. A lot of people like to rotate narratives and try to copy narratives. I think HEX's strength is that it was the first, DeFi staking T-share narrative. First one. There's been a lot of protocols that tried to emulate it and copy it after. But I think that, that narrative, it's diluted in those things. And those are essentially, somebody was calling me here, short-term games. And it's like, do you want to play those games? It's all about kind of getting in quick and getting out, and does it have any long-term sustainability? I've dabbled in those kind of games. Yes, I've made some profits and I've lost a bunch on those things. Is it worth it? No. It depends on your risk appetite. But I'm sticking with, just the main core assets in the ecosystem. I have some other ones in it as well. There's some interesting tokens that have kind of been coming to fruition here within Pulsechain, which I think is good. You need to have speculation and people to want to come in. That the token that's only found on Pulsechain that is giving crazy gains. For instance, like with Solana, now we had the bonk thing, which went crazy, and it just had this crazy euphoric rally over there. So we could see something similar now with Pulsechain, and we're already seeing it. Prices rallying, looking great. The sacrifice address buying recently. And price going up. So the best marketing that you can do is green candles to the upside. Green candles to the upside. Best marketing. Best. So my mentality right now of how I'm playing things is I'm just thinking, okay, 4-year cycle here. 4-year cycle, have patience. Bitcoin halving coming up in May-ish of this year. So where were the markets 4 years ago? There was a big crash, the COVID dip, which HEX actually rallied at that particular moment in time, which I would call like an outlier event, not very common, and it really rallied to the upside while everything else dipped. But I think the overall market could see another sell-off somewhere around the Bitcoin halving time frame, and then we could keep rallying up to new all-time highs and see the upwards move of this bull market. Again, I could be completely wrong. I've been following Crypto Crew University for kind of like Bitcoin things, just trying to watch, how Bitcoin's moving and stuff like that. But again, you really never know. Nothing is certain. I'm holding all my positions, just holding tight here. And it's very hard to predict these markets. The best play usually is to just be in. Because if you're not in, miss it, and it rocket ships. As we could kind of see what happened recently with HEX and Pulsechain. Rocket ship to the upside. Very quick movements. Very quick. But again, prices are still somewhat down, but you have to keep in mind that the economic energy from HEX got diluted into 3 other assets now. So you have Pulsechain, and Ink. So it only makes sense. It makes sense that it's going to take time for things to recover here. For things to recover. So I'm holding tight. I'm holding tight and being patient. Not making any impulsive moves. If you're gonna get into something, DCA in, DCA out, try to keep it steady. Try to take action without emotions. And a lot of people, probably about 95% of people in the crypto industry lose. Maybe 5% win. So a lot of losers. But in general, when things are very, very low and pessimistic, the average person is selling at that point. The overall sentiment is scared, panic, fear, and sell. And it's very hard. And at that time, you have to do the opposite. So you have to actually be buying at that time if you want to be a winner. Same goes for the euphoric rally. Things are going to be going up forever, ever. Moon, and everybody wants to buy. You have to do the opposite if you want to win. So that would be the time where you want to be selling. So again, you have to try to think without emotions with these things. I think that the markets have bottomed out here. So now I have to wait and see kind of how things are going to play out. Nothing is guaranteed. You really never know. So I think that's it for the crypto updates. And a little book review update. Don't want to make this video too long. Smash a like. You can find me on Instagram, RYANP3Z. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye. Actually, really quick, let me do a little bit of the view. Richest man in Babylon, the obstacles away, boss here, the monkey god. It's good to read a little bit here and there. Learn some new vocabulary words. Increase your mental capacity, your brain capacity, your thinking capacity. Expand the knowledge of the English language. Doesn't matter where you're from in the world, you have to know English. You have to have a good handle of the English language, because that's, as of right now, 2024, that is the language of information. Most videos, different types of knowledge, educational things are in English. So if you don't know English, you are at a significant disadvantage. So definitely recommend learning English wherever you're from. So that's it. Everybody enjoy your day. Smash the like. Thanks for tuning in. Super excited about the recent price action with HEX, Pulsechain, everything. Very, very, very excited. Looking forward to the future. Stay optimistic. Stay optimistic. Stay positive. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one, and bye-bye.